everybody, this is Carrie with Paper Adventures back for another quick video. And this one, we are going to be dealing with corrugated cardboard. Now, I think I said on my last video, one of the things that I'm doing, I'm deciding just whatever I want to do, and I'm making 4 or 5 with the same piece. Maybe a little different. It's going to be decorated a little different, but like this one, I'm just using corrugated cardboard and I'm just throwing whatever I feel like on there. I'm not thinking a whole lot about it. Now, of course, we're going to think a little bit. Like you'll see me thinking when I'm dealing with the little bird and the little nest egg with the eggs in it. I'm kind of playing around with that one because I can't decide there. But overall, I'm really not trying to be matchy-matchy or anything. You will also notice when I'm dealing with the tissue paper, I don't think about which one I'm going to use. I just look at one, tear it off, put it on there, and go from there. And I mentioned this in the last video, but doing that tissue paper, the stamped tissue paper, was one of the best things that I have done. It really makes decorating the ephemera pieces so easy, so quick to add that to there. And I think I will add that video somewhere so you can go back and watch that if you want. But what's funny is after I did that particular video, I thought, is there even any point in doing this? Because it's the same as stamping. But as I explained, I believe in my last video, but this is for those who didn't see my last video. It actually has been, so easy because I don't have to dig through stamps. I don't have to try to find the stamp I want. I just have stuff already stamped, glue it on there, and it looks like I stamped it already, but it was quick. So I love it. I will always keep that on hand. Now, you will notice there's something that's going to be out of place in this video. There's going to be one item that's not corrugated cardboard, and it should actually be something that goes along with last week's video. Or was it last week's? Actually, it may be the one before. I can't remember. Yeah, maybe the one before. Where I think I call it torn envelope or torn mail or something like that. And you'll be able to recognize it if you have seen this video, what I'm talking about. But the reason why I made this is because I was thinking I was going to make a pocket out of the one that the corrugated cardboard that has the blue and the rust paper that I put on there. I was thinking that was going to be a pocket, and I was just trying to throw together something that I could stick inside of it. But it ends up that I don't like that idea. It doesn't really seem like it'll fit. But I go ahead and complete it and use it. That's okay. That's an extra piece that I've made. So, but I will throw it in the batch with last week's or whenever that week was. Because I do want to go back and just after this month, or I say this month, I'm going to say 4 weeks actually, of just making these quick ephemera bundles or pieces, whatever. I'm going to kind of go through those. And it is, well, anyways, I'm not going to go into that. But anyways, you'll see that video when it comes up. Let me see if I'm remembering everything here. One thing I wanted to mention too is don't be afraid of simplicity. I have caught myself thinking, oh, that's too simple. I need to put more on there. And the reason is because one of the ladies I follow, she really puts a lot on hers and it looks so good. And I think, wow, I want to do something like that. But it's okay if I don't do something like that. I don't have to force myself. If it happens to come out that I do put a bunch on there and it happens to work out, then that's awesome. But I don't have to do it. I can just be satisfied with a few items on there. Because I've said this before, once we put these things into actual journals, it won't look as simple. And so just keep that in mind. It's okay, and we can add to these things later. When we know what journal we're going to put these in, then we'll know, oh, you know what? I could add, I don't know, a pink flower, whatever, to match this journal, whatever. But just get pieces made. That's the whole thing. And sometimes, you know what they say, less is more. I mean, so that's the truth. But they're both of them are nice to be. I guess add a lot of things that looks good, but it also looks good for to be simple. So, everybody has tastes, and I like both. So just don't be afraid to do simple things. It's okay. Anyways, so I think I've talked enough here, but thank you for joining me. And so let's go ahead and continue on with the video.
Never get